Hey there, let's talk about influence. Let's talk about connecting with others. Let's talk about getting results with people. You know, there's a secret that's not really a secret, but a fundamental truth that has everything to do whether or not you have influence or you're able to connect with people. Maybe you're in sales, maybe you're in customer service, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a counselor, maybe you're a leader and you want more people to buy into your vision. Listen, here's one truth, and that is all great communicators are great listeners. Question for you, are you a great listener? I mean, if I were to poll the closest people you know, if I were to ask them, on a scale from 1 to 10, how well do you listen? What would they say? I hope they would say great, but I know statistically most people are not good listeners. Yet truly listening to someone has more influence on them than probably anything else. So I want to give you 4 steps that can help you become a great listener. And I hope you desire to do that, because here's the reality. The sign of a great conversationalist is a person who spends 30% of their time asking questions, finding out, directing the conversation, but 70% listening. Let me say that again. 30% asking questions, directing the conversation, those kinds of things. And then 70% of the time listening. You were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth. But here's the reality. Most people, they'll start a conversation and then soon they will turn that conversation back to themselves. And I'm telling you what, if you want to effectively communicate with people, you know, Tracy calls it white magic. There is power in communicating with people when you are a great listener, right? All you got to do is turn on the news, I don't know, for 12 seconds, and you can see people cutting each other off and talking over each other. They're not seeking to really understand the other point of view. They've come in with their talking points and their perspectives, and that's it. But if we're really going to elevate performance and move people to a higher level of achieving results, especially achieving results with people in a positive and uplifting way, the key is you've got to be a better listener. So here are the 4 steps. Number 1, to become a great listener, you must start by making a decision to be a great listener. Everything starts with decision, right? Decisions shape destiny. Number 2, let the person finish their thought or whatever they're sharing with you before responding. Let them completely finish their thought. Now, I get that this can be frustrating sometimes, especially if you're communicating with someone that likes to ramble, right? Sometimes it's hard to get your words in edgewise, and so you find those opportunities that you can kind of squeeze in a comment here or there. Here's what I would suggest. Let them finish what they're saying, and when there's an appropriate time and place or a pause, step number 3 is, once you've heard what they've said, now I want you to restate it. Restate what you have heard in your own words. When you restate it, not only does it redirect and recontrol in some cases the conversation, it shows that you're truly listening, that you really care. Okay, so you're going to restate what you heard. And you can say that by saying, sir or ma'am, you know, I heard you say, and then say what you heard them say, and then you will be able to calibrate, and they'll be able to calibrate with you, whether you're on track or off track. This is where most conversations fail, right? How many times have you asked someone in your life, whether it be your children or whether it be a coworker, you told them to get something done, you told them even a specific way to do it, but when it was done, it wasn't achieved as you had imagined it. Why? Because there was no clarification. You have to pause and ask to be a good communicator. If you're in sales or customer service, find out exactly what the people you're speaking to and with, what they're thinking. And then number 4 is once you've restated what you've heard them say, ask additional questions, right? Get to the truth. That's your goal, to get to the truth on things, right? The goal is to move forward in a positive way. And part of that means you got to be honest and true. And you got to have confidence to do this. It takes confidence and courage to ask questions. Be curious. Ask more questions. So next time you are in a conversation with someone, I want you to practice this. I want you that when you're in that conversation, make a decision early on not to talk about yourself at all. Don't direct anything towards you unless it is inquired of you, right? Because here's what will happen. When you don't try to turn the conversation back on you, it is more often than not natural for the person you're speaking with to then begin asking you questions about your services, products, and so forth. And you can be personal and professional asking those questions. All right, so the first step is make a decision. Number 2, let the person finish speaking before you respond. Number 3, restate what you've heard that person say. And then number 4, ask additional questions and listen more. Wouldn't that be powerful if that's the way our world worked? I love it when Stephen Covey said, seek first to understand before being understood. That is a crucial element of human communication, and you will have more influence once someone feels like you care. So that leads us to 2 bonuses. Number 1, understand that nothing connects with people like sincere interest. Make sure that you are sincere when you listen to them and when you ask questions. Number 2, be human. People want to be around people that are like themselves. Be natural, be spontaneous, and be genuine. All right, may you take these principles and become a better listener. That's my goal for you. Go into your next couple conversations. Don't direct anything towards yourself, but you know what? Naturally, they will start to ask you questions. And then make sure when they ask you a question to keep it concise, keep it quick, keep it to the point. All right, was that helpful? Go out there, achieve all your goals, work at them, work hard, discipline yourself, and may you unleash your greatness within.